Check, check, 1, 2. What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back. It's your boy Blue, and we're back in Train Sim World 4. To be clear, to be very, very clear, I know the question's gonna come up because it's gonna look very, very similar or pretty much the same. But this is not Train Sim World 5. This is Train Sim World 4. We're at LA Union Station, and we're gonna be driving in this baby right here, the F-125, with Metrolink from LA all the way to Lancaster Station, to the north of us, through the Antelope Valley. As you guys know, Train Sim World 5 is coming out in like a few weeks, and we'll be getting sort of an extension to this route, going towards San Bernardino and then to Cajon Pass. But once that comes out, I will definitely stream it. I'll make some videos about it. But this right here is not it. So I don't want you guys to be confused or misled thinking that we're streaming Train Sim World 5. I do not yet have access to that. So we're rocking with Train Sim World 4 today until we get 5. But I thought, you know what? With the news that we're getting, you know, kind of a very similar route going to Train Sim World 5, I thought it'd be good to go back and kind of get a refresher and see, you know, how good is the Metrolink Antelope Valley line here out of LA. Like, how good is it? Like, is it gonna be fun to ride through to San Bernardino as well? We'll see. Also, as you notice, my camera is not on screen, and the reason for that is because it's just not working today. So I do have this camera today, though. I have the control camera, so I'll be using the rail driver cam. But anyways, it's about time for us to board our own train right there. That's 936 headed out. He'll be leaving. Our train is 925 here on track 5. We'll go ahead and board before they leave without us. What's up, Turbo? Welcome to the stream. I have a 2-hour trip today, guys. If you guys want to join in, or if you want to like try this route for yourself in the future, this is the AV209 LA to Lancaster starting at 9:39 a.m. That's actually real time, sorta. It's very similar. We're driving pretty much real time in LA and real weather. I'll set the weather to match the time to get as close as possible to what's going on right now as we speak live. So yes, that's our route. We got 5 cars here, 136 yards long and 450 tons. This is easy. I mean, I'm used to running heavy freight trains, so driving a passenger train should be a cakewalk. I will put our reverser in. We'll go ahead and turn on our road driver, put that in the forward. We'll also go over here and put our brake mode into passenger, and then we'll go ahead and open up the doors on the right side. Let's go and take a look. Uh-oh, there we go. I like to set my cameras up, one off from the nose, and one back here for the passengers. And we'll get a nice good look at the train as we're heading out. Again, we have a nice long drive, plenty of time to ride, talk, so I'll welcome you guys aboard. Once you guys get aboard, I'll be checking your tickets and all that stuff, you know what I mean? But welcome, good to see you guys. Again, if you're just joining Train Sim World 4, we're in LA Union Station right now, and it's gonna have a good time and chill. If you guys have any questions for me, again, hold those just until we depart. I'll be looking more at the chat then, but we're departing in just 10 seconds. 10 seconds for departure, guys. 10 seconds. All aboard. All aboard! What's up? What's up? Alright, we'll get the door shut. There it is. Doors to come to a close. And I'm going to do a nice little drive-by to start us out today. We do have a red signal up ahead as he's pulling out of the station. There we go. Couple honks for the chat. Release our brakes. Reverser in the forward. Lights on. Let's go. Oh, you know what? I knew I forgot something. You turn the gen field switch, engine run switches, and fuel pump switch. I'm surprised those weren't on by default. I thought those were always on by default. We'll reset that, reset our brakes. There we go, brakes are now being released, and we'll pull forward. Nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are departing. Time 9:41. Our next stop is Glendale, track 1. and we need to be there by 9:51. There's a train actually arriving on the right. The Rotem cab car on the other end. Lots of passengers down here waiting for the next train. Hopefully this is not your train because you missed it. So we do have a red signal right there ahead of us. You see that on the ground? I remember the first time I ran this route, I ran that light. I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't expecting the light to be on the ground instead of like in the air. So I was getting those brakes, getting the brakes, getting the brakes, getting the brakes, getting the brakes. Get on the brakes! Jeez. I feel like we have a really bad record for train sim live streams of me running red lights. So I'm gonna try not to happen today. I want to get all the way to the end. We have a long drive. I'm not gonna be starting over. Not gonna be starting over. One more honk for chat. Element, welcome to the stream. Ice, Undercover Ops, welcome to the stream. Drift, welcome to the stream. Kieran, welcome aboard. Hope you're doing well. D Gaming Minus, welcome to the stream. I've got the yellow guys. Or is it approach medium? I guess. I don't know. All right, power on. We can only do 12 mph right now until we get kind of out and away from LA Union. Once we get away from here, we'll get a 25 mph, and then we'll get a 30, and then we get like 75. Charles Rich, welcome to the stream. Welcome aboard. Good to see you, man. What's the name of this train? This train is called the Metrolink F125. F125 is what this train is called. D Gaming, which is fun when you're trying to create content? I'm not really sure what you mean by that. We're going a little fast. I'm not great at driving slowly. But get some brakes in, just some minimum reduction on the brakes. And we're gonna hit this switch here from right to left. Am I throttle still on? Why are we going? Ah, I see. We still have power in, that's what happened. Alright, let's go watch her. There's LA in the background. Mr. Funky Man, yes, we're actually using a rail driver. Yep. We ain't got no other options, man. No other options. I'm Nick, welcome to the stream. Sanji Sint, welcome aboard from Australia. Welcome to LA, my friend. Good morning from LA. Now we still got the clear signal. I gotta stop calling them green signals because they're actually clear. I'm trying to undo that habit. I just think green light, red light, you know, green flag, red flag, whatever. But I'm trying to actually do it that way. You can't stand the rail driver? Why? I mean, do you prefer running with a keyboard and mouse? Because I don't. I really don't. Like, if I had controls, if I have controls, I'd rather use controls. Personally, right? I mean, you have your own opinion, that's fine. Laura Manning, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Good morning from LA. If you need a reason not to use a rail driver, play the Long Island Railroad MUs. Good luck braking. You know what? Actually, you are right about that. You are right. There are some routes, and I think Long Island Railroad is one of them, where, like, for whatever reason, the brakes don't sync well, and yeah, I mean, it's an old device, right? We can't get past that. We need a new one. We need a new one, but for whatever reason, no one wants to make one. Like right now, I have an issue where this throttle is not going to idle. That's why I'm going so fast. And actually, I calibrated it earlier, and it was working just fine. Actually, right now, it's still idle. So yeah, it's a bit weird. There's no actual notches, right? Most trains have, like, these controls are all notched. So you can actually see that right here on the master controller. See that? But I don't get that snap in the rail driver. It was never designed for that, right? It's just a limitation. The thing is, I think if we had them, it'd be an issue because every train is different too. All right, we can do 30 miles an hour now. So we'll go back into maybe notch 2. You're running another part of this route with the Union Pacific? Yeah, I didn't want to do freight today. I want to actually run Metrolink because you don't get very much freight on this route in real life. I mean, you get a few, right? There's like 2, I think there's like 2 freight services you can run. by default unless you spawn the menu yourself. Alright, let's try to get us drive by here through these bridges. Got a speed increase coming up as well. It's a dash 8 cab setup. Gotcha. Yeah, there are intermodals that run up and down this route. That's basically the services that Train Sylmar put in here by default are the intermodal trains that run through here. So I've run them. I have multiple videos of me doing freight through here. Matter of fact, that's one of the first things I want to do when they first released this route was run freight. It's actually really nice as a freight route. Like, it's nice because you get to go to the mountains and you also get to go cut through the city, and you also deal with obviously the passenger traffic, which is a decent amount of if you're running a extra freight service. Matt Thacker, welcome to the stream. Would Train Sylmar work using the Virpil CMS throttle? I doubt it. I really doubt it. I really doubt it. Even though they've added the ability to, I believe, like kind of customize some of your keyboard buttons, I don't think you can like just plug in any device and map anything you want. I mean, you guys could correct me if I'm wrong. I have not tried it. That's been one of my personal complaints with Train Sylmar is that I think it'd be nice if you could. You know, like what if you have a joystick, that's all you got, or a throttle, and you want to use that to control your brakes or whatever. Like, I think it'd be nice to at least have the freedom, right, to do that. I come by the Metrolink depot here on the left. So to answer your question, I don't know. I have not tried it. I hope you can. So I think it'd be worth it for sure. Are there freight services on the San Bernardino line? Yeah, I believe it's the same or similar freight services you have on this route. Probably, I would assume, you guys could correct me if you're local to the area, but I would assume it's probably like more intermodal. Because right outside of LA Union Station, we actually missed it. I should have pointed it out, my bad. But right outside of LA Union Station, there is, like when we turned left after the signal light, if you were to go straight across the bridge, which is where like the water goes, there's a massive Union Pacific intermodal yard where all of the big ship containers are organized and set onto trains and sent in and out of LA. And so that's right there next to LA Union Station. And so some trains do come out from that direction and head through the San Bernardino line, through the Antelope Valley, and you know, as up to Palmdale or Cajon or wherever. And so yes, there is freight. It's not a lot compared to this. I'm not expecting there to be a bunch. There might also be some local industry out there. I don't know. But yeah. What's up, Kenneth from Norway? Welcome aboard. Good to see you. You guys hearing it? Is the sounds okay? Is the music too loud? Is the sound of the train too low? Let me know. Give me your feedback. Definitely worth it. How many setups do I have? To answer your question, I kind of have a setup for almost everything. This is my only device that I use for Train Sim. I don't have any. There's not really any other options if you want a setup for Train Sim. But I also have a racing setup that's actually sitting behind me. Used with Moza Racing. I have a Moza racing wheel, pedals, shifter, handbrake, like all that for sim racing and stuff like that. Then I also obviously have my flight sim gear that I use, which I have various versions of my flight sim gear depending on what type of train I'm driving. Sorry, type of plane I'm flying. All right, let's continue. We have 1.9 miles to Glendale. We can go up to 60 miles per hour, so we can speed up. But I do want to be mindful that we do have to stop. You're getting an error on DCS. Any idea why? Ah, man, I hate DCS errors. I don't know. Try running a repair. If you can run a repair from the installer and see if that fixes it. Alright, we are 1.5 miles out. We'll hold off on that automatic brake. We'll try to brake like a mile out. We'll see if a mile is far enough to brake. Yes, I will be playing Train Sim World 5 when that comes out next month. And we back out here in LA testing out that new route to see if it's to see if we like it. I mean, when this route first came out, I was actually really pretty impressed by the scenery. I really enjoyed it. Hadn't run it in a long time. Back then I was having some PC issues where it kept crashing, but I found out that was on my own end. It was not Train Sim World's fault. Alright, got some empties on the side and on the left, and we're gonna hop on the brakes here as we are 1 mile out. How did I get rid of the stammers? What are you talking about? What's a stammer? I'm gonna turn the music down. I want to hear the engines better. And less music, more engine. There we go. We'll turn Train Sim World up a little bit. Nice. I appreciate that, Kill My Skills. Thank you, man. Thank you for that. That means a lot. All right, 800 yards. First stop, Glendale. Anybody in chat ever been to Glendale? All right, we got a crossing. I think it's actually not. Is there a crossing or is it just for? I think the station is on a crossing. Yeah, it is. What's up, Joker of the Trade? My hand switched. my hand slipped, not switched. It slipped. You ride the Metrolink? Nice. Anybody ever been to Glendale? Alright, let it roll through here. We are, ooh, wow, 2 minutes late. Not good. Have to make up some time a little later, hopefully. What's in real life? What's Metrolink's on-time rate look like? Are they normally on schedule? Are they behind schedule? For those who ride the Metrolink in real life, what's that like? What's that experience like? You've been to Glendale a ton since you live in LA. Always grab some food at Porto's when you go. Sweet. What kind of food is that? Like chicken? All right, on the brakes, heavy. And there we go. All right, I can hit this button here. Open up the doors. Doors are opening. Welcome to Glendale, guys. Mind the gap. Turn the bell off. That's annoying. There we go, and we can go outside. Yep, no Seattle in Train Sim World. Laura Manning, you've been on Metrolink as well? Cool. There is a Glendale, Arizona. Also, I've not been to that one either. Alright, doors are shutting. Yep, got some bear cars. So those are the cars that you use to put the intermodal, what do you call them? I think you also call them bear tables. Yeah, I think they're called bear tables. But you put on top of that, you put the actual shipping containers on that. Stack them either one high or two high. All right, we can go up to 79, so we go full throttle. Kill the bell. Does the game have pedestrians or passengers jumping out? Don't be surprised if a passenger, aka pedestrian, walks into the track at a platform. It's not designed to do that, but sometimes, you know, there's bugs, so it's possible. All right, you can see up ahead, we got clear signal coming out of Glendale. Next stop is gonna be Burbank, downtown. We'll be on track 2. There's a crossing symbol right there, letting us know there's a railroad crossing coming up. Watching our speed, passing 54, 55 now miles per hour. And this is a section of track where we're going to see a lot of railroad crossing, so we'll be on the horn a lot here. So if you like honking the horn, this is be perfect for you. Next stop, Burbank, downtown. I heard 67 miles per hour. And honestly, like, driving this train lately has been kind of relaxing because there's another crossing. Driving the German trains with their safety systems has been kind of frustrating and lately. Alright, now we're a little fast. Bring that speed back. There's a... what do you call that thing? I can't remember what it's called. Alright, more honking. We're a little fast. Let's come back on that power. We'll go into setup. Oh, we got a yellow. Oh, we got a flashing yellow. That's not good. Let's slow down. So on the dynos, on the dynamic brakes. That means we might have traffic up ahead. Now, I don't remember exactly what flashing yellow means. I want to say, be prepared to slow down to 45 at the next signal. I can't remember. I don't have my thing. And I don't think, I think these are Union Pacific signals, right? Or I am not on it, on the horn. I'm sorry. Don't fire me. Approach medium, approach limited. Alright, you guys tell me two different things. Which one is it? Is it medium or limited? Alright, we're 1.8 away from Burbank. And we need to be there now. So we're still a little behind schedule. Screw that railroad crossing. Yes, alerter can help the driver not sleep. I have it turned off right now. Physics, how are they? They exist. They're okay. You definitely feel it. Advanced approach. Okay, that's three different things you guys told me now. Is it advanced approach? Is it approach medium? Or is it approach limited? Don't make me get my chart. I might have to go and get it. Yeah, we have another one. Solid yellow over red. I'm gonna test you guys. What's that mean? Solid yellow over red. Most likely, that means slow the heck down, because we do have a red signal coming up next. What's up, Sean D. Cole? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Hope you're doing well. I'm gonna get strongly on those dyno brakes there. We are a mile exactly away from stopping in Burbank. Speed's coming back. We'll leave it in dynos there. Solid yellow over red equals approach. Expect to stop the next signal. There it is. Cactus Juice coming in with the dub. Yep, he is correct. I might have to go get my chart. I always forget them. They're a little different on the southeast as well. Let me go ahead and grab my American signal cheat sheet that I actually got from Run 8. It's very important to know your signals in Run 8, especially if you're on multiplayer servers. Go find it real quick. Another crossing coming up. 600 feet. There's a platform right there. And we're looking like we're still 2 minutes behind schedule, but it's not too bad. I'm just gonna roll in, and we'll wait here. There's a platform. This is Burbank, and we'll start braking right here. Might be a little too much brakes. That should roll out just nicely. It'd be cool if you get points when you blow the horn. Yeah, it would. I personally really could care less about the points. I'm here for the train simulation, not necessarily the points that you gain for doing things. It'd be different if there was like some other kind of, I don't know, just the points. Points and achievements, just not what attracts me to train sim. All right, guys, we're at Burbank Station now. El Rock, we're on the PC. What's up, Trucker2455? Welcome to the stream. Any slow orders today, Cody? No, sir. No slow orders today. Thankfully. Everything should be clear. Not expecting any issues. Alright, close those doors. They should be shutting. Oh, traffic. On our left. Alright, brakes releasing. Rolling backwards. Apparently Burbank's on a hill. That train's heading southbound. We are heading northbound. Alright, next stop is 2.8 away. We do have a clear signal ahead. I should have checked that before I rode off, but we do. That's good. And it looks like we're actually going to be switching to this right track. The red on top means that the track ahead is actually blocked, and the green one means we're turning to the right. So we're diverging clear. And while we're doing that, I did say that I wanted to check. There we go. I did say that I wanted to check my my signal sheet. Alright, we can go 50. Here it is, West Coast Signals cheat sheet. Alright, slow down. Get us a drive-by here. So we got a double track section, but most of this route is expected to be single track, which is the reason why we're not going to see a whole lot of traffic, because it's mostly single track. Alright, so if we encounter any more mysterious signals, I have my cheat sheet with me now, so I now know what to do. Alright, sweet. Okay, so next stop is going to be still Burbank. Well, how big is Burbank? Burbank Airport, where we're stopping at next, which is pretty cool. Actually, pretty familiar with that area. Let's try to keep our speed up, though, because we are behind schedule because I've been kind of slacking here. Yes, this is Train Sim World 4. I did go straight to 8. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. In Train Sim World, you can do that. There's no penalty for going from no notches to 8 notches in Train Sim Worlds. That's why I do that. Realistically, yes, you would not do that. Alright, clear signal. Over there, and we are a little bit fast, but we're going uphill, so we'll get that speed back. We can now do 60, so back down to full throttle forward. Yeah, even on the freight trains, you can still go straight to notch 8 without tearing the train apart. Which is one of my, I'm not gonna spend 2 hours complaining about Train Sim World. I'm just gonna play it, but that's one of the kind of things that I would like to see a bit more realistic as we are approaching Burbank Airport. Is the simulation of freight car physics. Alright, passing CP Hollywood now. And there is the station right up there. It's on a single track here, coming up to the airport. He's coming back. Here's 40. Pretty short platform over here, so we'll get some more brakes in. Looking good. Hitting the platform at 25. Let it roll out. Yeah. So we're gonna have actually we'll have 4 California routes. Don't forget about the Peninsula Corridor up near San Francisco, San Jose area. That route still exists with the Baby Bullet and Cow. Is it Cow Train? I think it's Cow Train. So we actually have once San Bernardino line comes out on Train Sim World 5, we're gonna have 4 California routes, I believe. We might have more than that. I'll have to check if we have any others. Let me see. We'll go outside. Is it just 4? I feel like I'm forgetting one. Yeah, it'll be 4. So we have the San Francisco to San Jose route, which is called what's it called? Peninsula Corridor. And then we're gonna have Cajon Pass from Barstow to San Bernardino. The new one coming out in Train Sim World 5 is gonna be San Bernardino to LA. And then the one we're running right now is LA to Lancaster. Come on, let's go. As far as New York, you're saying you wish you could get more. You know, here's the thing. There's so many routes that everybody wants, you know. And I get it. I agree. I want a lot of routes too for Train Sim World. But it's like, how do you choose? Because there's people complaining that there's no Chicago route. There's people complaining there's no Florida route. And we have another Boston route coming as well with Train Sim World 5. Well, not with 5. After Train Sim World 5, we have another one. Here's another crossing. But for New York, we have, how many do we have? We have like 3 routes already for New York. Maybe 4. Yes, so basically the way Train Sim World works, for those who are new to the franchise and are new to the game, you get the core game. If you buy like the standard edition, usually you'll get the core game with 3 routes. You get a US route, a German route, and you'll get a UK route. That's how it always works. Outside of that, all the other routes that exist, past and present, are DLCs for the core game. And each of those, you know, cost money, so I have to pay for each of those. So yes. What would I think if they made a US office? I think they need to. I honestly think they need to. I feel like Train Sim World has a really good grip on the UK, obviously because they're in the UK. They have some guys that are working for them that are doing amazing work for Germany. Hold on. Another one's coming. Why are there so many hot dog stands? Are we stopping here? Oh crap. Oh, missed that station. I have to catch the next train. I was looking at chat. God. That was Sun Valley. So, anybody going to Sun Valley, we're going to say get off at the next station. I was reading chat and I didn't pay attention and we had to stop there. So, their problem now, right? You have to get a taxi or Uber back to Sun Valley. It's 6 miles too. That's not even close. Next stop is Sylmar and San Fernando track. I'll tell you what though, that's gonna put us back on schedule because we were behind for a few minutes. So now skipping a whole station, we'll definitely be back on schedule. We can do 79. We're doing 62. Let's speed up. Yep, we missed a skip. That's one thing they added for Train Sim World 4. I'm starting to get all the numbers mixed up now. Was being able to actually just skip stations. As long as there's no red signal after the platform, you're good to go. You can keep going. You know what I mean? As I was saying though, I do believe that Train Sim World Dovetail Games needs to open you know, it could be smaller, but they need to open a U.S. studio for people who are literally dedicated to only working on U.S. content. I think that they'll see some pretty big benefits from that. That's what I think. And I think they have hired some people. I could be wrong, but I think they have. Who are kind of more dedicated to U.S. content, or at least helping. I'm not sure if they're working for them or if they're just community people helping out. I've heard of them borrowing sounds from people from the U.S. But again, I think if they had a whole U.S. studio that could focus more and be closer to the U.S. companies, you know, so it's not as expensive for them to send out people for recording trips and things like that. I think it'd be beneficial. I think it'd be beneficial. Alright, man, there's a lot of railroad crossings in this little section right here. This is what it's gonna be like. I'm telling you, I've been on the San Bernardino line before on Run 8. They already have that section of track over there. Or is it that one? Or it might be a different one. It's through the same area. And there are a lot. There is a highway section, I believe. I could be wrong. I might be thinking about a different part of the railroad. But from what I remember, there's a lot of railroad crossings. So if you love horns, that's a good route. Hopefully they also get the horns right, which, I mean, it's the same train. This is the same train that's going to be on TSW4 5. So, I mean, I guess this is what we get, unless they're upgrading it or making it better. I don't know if they're changing anything. But, yeah. Soul says, can you come back? I was late to the station. Nope, we're not going back. You got to catch the next train in an hour. You know how it is. Is anyone getting Train Sim World VR? That's a great question. Chat, what do you think? All right, we have a yellow, flashing yellow. What's that mean, chat? What's that mean? Is that another crossing right there? Oh shoot. Let me check my cheat sheet. Flashing yellow. A single flashing yellow. Advanced approach. Which means... not looking at the screen right now, so this is dangerous. Advanced approach means approach next signal at 40 or less and prepare for a diverging at the next. Yeah, so basically oh, is that the diverging right there? No, it's not. Okay, good. There's a siding right there though. They need to put something in there. That track should not be empty. That track should not be empty. Dovetail, this is my message to you guys. I don't want to see empty tracks anymore. I hate empty tracks. If it's an industry track, put some industry crap over there. Alright, so once it's slow down to 40, we're doing 63. We'll slow down a little bit. Too many sweats, Jakey? Alright, red over yellow, what's that mean, sweats? Oh, sorry, yellow over red, my bad. Uh-oh. Froze up for a second. Full throttle, that's what it means. I know if you're driving, it means go faster, because the light's turning red. Bro, we are honking non-stop. We do have a stop coming up here. 50 over 60 over 50, so that's 60 for us, I believe. 50 for freight. Or actually, no, I think it means that the speed limit's changing? I can't remember. If that were the diverging, you'd probably have gotten a restricting beforehand. That'd be approach again, gotcha. Thank you very much, Cactus Juice. But yeah, we'll see, man. Here's another one. Alright, we're stopping in 500 yards, chat. We're not missing this one. So anyone who missed the, what was the station we missed? I can't remember what it was anymore. Anyone who missed Sun Valley, get off now. And you could either catch the next train going the other direction. Up to you how you want to deal with that, or catch an Uber. Uber probably faster. Signals are difficult, so I appreciate it, Cactus Juice. I can't see, you can't see it on my screen, but I have a cheat sheet, but it's specifically made for the West Coast, for Union Pacific, and for BNSF. There's a few little differences in speeds, but it should apply here too. Alright, look at that. We are 2 minutes early. We're back on schedule, chat. We are back on schedule. Oh, wait, are we 5 car or 6 car? We'll see in a second. I'll look outside. Probably have to wait here a bit since we're ahead of schedule. That might also be the reason why we're getting those approach signals, because we're early. Alright, this is Sylmar in San Fernando. Can we go to Fullerton? I gotta check if that's on the schedule. I'm not sure. Yeah, so they're gonna make us wait. So since they're making us wait, we're gonna hop out and go for stretch our legs a little bit. This is still my favorite thing about Train Sim World. I know it's weird to say that, but the fact that I can get out and walk around and interact with the world, I still honestly love that about Train Sim World. That's one of the first things that attracted me to play the game in the first place. Despite, you know, where it may lack or whatever, I still enjoy that. And actually, if you're a flight simmer, we're supposed to get something similar. I'm not sure how exactly it's going to work, but we're supposed to be able to get out and walk around the world and see our plane from the exterior by walking by foot. So I'm really excited about that for Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 coming out in a couple months. All right, we got 30 seconds to get back up front. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're 5. Hey, you need help with your bags? Ah, he's good. He probably walked a long way to get here. Climb up. 3 more months, yes sir. Kenny Elliott, welcome to the stream, and good to see you. 313 Camden, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Let's go ahead and lock those doors. We hop back inside. Fullerton is not on the route. All right, thank you guys for confirming that. I don't even know what my screen. I wish we could at least have like a, I don't know, something in those screens. All right, so brakes released. Let's go. We're on a hill. We probably should start doing hill start procedures out here since we're going uphill. All right, guys, we're departing. Where do we leave from? Sylmar, San Fernando. Next stop is going to be Newhall. Track 2. We need to be there by 10:33 a.m. It is currently 10:41 a.m. here in LA. Kind of got a little bit of a light fog over the LA area right now. Mostly clear skies though. Let's go. We can go up to 60 miles per hour, and we are not done honking the horn. There's lots more crossings coming up. Is that a walkway? Yep, lots of crossings out here, guys. Lots of crossings. I don't mind though. I like honking the horn. I'm a honker. I love honking the horn, man. Any excuse to honk the horn, I'm down. As long as it sounds good. If the horn sounds bad, then I'm like, I don't want to honk the horn. But honestly, this is one of the better routes when it comes to sounds. They did a pretty solid job with sounds on this route. It's definitely the Union Pacific line. Signals for BNSF are a little bit different. Yeah. Yeah, you're not going to see much BNSF through here. I think this is actually... Well, maybe you will. I don't know. I don't know who owns this track. Anybody in chat know who owns this track? You know what? Hold on. I've acquired some pretty cool websites in my time in the train sim community, and I found a really cool track. I think it might be this one. No, that's not it. I found a really cool website that shows you kind of like the trackage rights for all of the United States. And it's actually really interesting to see. I can drop the link in chat for anyone else who wants it. Can I keep going? Proceed. Is this it? Alright, I'm not looking at the screen right now. Yes, this is it. Okay, well, I got a weird warning for this website, but it does work, so just so you know, I did use it. So at your own risk, you can click on this link. If you don't trust me, just maybe Google it or something. But basically, let me see, if we go to California here, how are we doing? 45? Oh, we gotta slow down. Alright, we're 5 miles away from Newhall. Got a nice little trip out to there. Alright, where's LA? Who owns this? Who owns the San Bernardino's? Looks like it's UP. Yep, it is UP. Yeah, so between San Bernardino and LA, that is all owned by Union Pacific. There is a BNSF line that's south of here that goes through Fullerton. Somebody in chat was asking if we're stopping in Fullerton. We're not stopping there. But there's another line that runs parallel to this one, south of the Chino Hills through Corona, Riverside, Anaheim, Fullerton, up into LA. For those who are wondering. And I guess nobody owns going up through... So the part we're on right now doesn't show anybody owns this. I don't know who owns this. Might be Metrolink. Maybe Metrolink owns this. Alright, let me pay attention. Let me pay attention. Alright, 4.8 out. Need to be there by 10:33. That's 10 minutes from now. And this is the part where it starts to get a little bit swervy. So we need to slow down to 30. Whoa. 35. There's a yellow. Flashing yellow. We're converging here to one single line. Alright, there's 35. What's up, Sko? Welcome to the stream. You said you subbed a few days ago and finally made a stream. Thank you, man. I really appreciate the sub, and thanks for coming out and hanging out with us today, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And thanks for the sub, of course. Welcome to the blue team, my friend. 2 honks for Sko. Metro bought everything. Okay. Somebody on Train Sim Classic extended the Hudson line up to I don't know how to pronounce that place. Oh yeah, we're definitely going uphill. 2.2% grade right now. Danny Radio, this controller is called the Rail Driver. You can get it on Amazon. Now, I like this section of the route right here. It's where it starts to get a little less city, right? You're kind of just in, I don't know, nowhere. You're just kind of behind the city in a way. like garbage everywhere, just random cars sitting around. You know what I mean? Like underneath the highways. You know what I mean? Like it's like just kind of nowhere. That's true, Sean. That is very true. That's what I do like about simming. I think what I like about simming too is that not only is it a lot of times it can be relaxing, but also it kind of allows you to kind of like put yourself in somebody else's shoes for a day or a few hours. You know, like honestly, realistically, I don't see myself becoming a real world conductor or a train engineer in real life, but I do enjoy, you know, trying it out in the sim. All right, we have 2 yellows. Which I think is another approach medium, which we're already slow enough to abide by that signal, so I'm not too worried about that. We have a 30 mile per hour coming up and a tunnel as well. Yes, and see the world. I like that too about it. Especially like logistics type sims like this. Oh, this is sick. That means a lot coming from a real world loco engineer, Ben. It is pretty cool though. Oh man. Wait, what did I just do? Wait, how did I do that? I just turned the sequencer on somehow. How do I turn it off? Okay. Wait, what's going on with my screen? Why does it say, hold on. Why does it say alert, PCS open, AB fail? Those are all very bad things. Has that been there this whole time? I feel like it's like a light test, like all the alarms are on. Unit alarm, hot decom, EOT move, everything is on. Sander is on, what the heck? I don't have a button for that. I got an alerter penalty. Okay, well it's not stopping us. I don't even have that turned on. I have all that stuff turned off because I didn't want to mess with it today. You don't think we'll ever see the New York subway? Why not? I feel like that's one of the most requested routes in Train Sim World. It's like I always hear people asking about, can I get the New York City subway? New York City subway. I don't know what the reason is. It has to be one, but ever since the Bakerloo line, which is an underground subway type of route for London, we have not seen another underground line. So they must have run into some kind of hurdles or problems where, like, they're not doing anything underground. It's not just US stuff. It's like they're not doing any of the European or even German underground stuff either. Because MTA doesn't want people stealing it so bad, you can find subway keys on eBay. You can find a subway key on eBay? Wow. I will say though, that is kind of annoying. I remember hearing Dovetail Games mention something about some of the companies that they're trying to... Oh, look at that breakout. Beautiful. Alright, look at that train waiting for us. That's why it's red over there and yellow on our side. Heading back to LA, Mr. 6087. And now we're going downhill. We gotta remain 30 miles per hour though, so we'll get on the setup on the dynamic brake here on the master controller. And actually we can go up to 40, so we'll let it gain some speed. We should be about 3 minutes away from Newhall. That's 1.7 miles out right now. You can find old keys to SD units on eBay sometimes. That's great. I've never thought to think, like, what's wrong with people? Like, what are you gonna do with a subway train? Where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go? Alright, downhill 2% right now. Limit is 40. We are maybe halfway. I'm not sure. We can look at the map here in a little bit. Alright, riding on the dynos. I can't. That's news to me, guys. You can find and buy an eBay key, or not an eBay key, a train key, basically. Alright, I didn't get a thing for this crossing. Try the freight trains in California. Not today, man. No freight today. Like I said, I've done it many times on this route. You know, one route I have not done in a while is Cajon Pass. I haven't run on Cajon Pass on Trainstone Road in a long time. Honestly, I've not done freight at all in Trainstone Road in a while. Like, to be completely honest, I've really not. And I haven't had much interest to do it. And honestly, the reason why I haven't done much is because I just don't feel like I have a reason to. I don't have a purpose to. I think Snoop would have been behind us, right? We already passed Compton area, didn't we? Losing track of how many horns I hit. We'll just hold it. BNSF. I saw your comment earlier. I was like, why would you do that? Like, is that a thing that they do in real life? Like, why would you put a BNSF ES44 DC at the rear of my cab car? If that's something that happens in real life, I'm down. But if that's just, like, a weird thing that you thought of, I'm okay. Bro, we definitely waking up the town. I've not been told about any, about any areas, any quiet zones. So we laying on the horn today. What's up, history through AI from Bangladesh? Welcome to the stream. Alright, we gotta stop. We gotta stop. We gotta stop. We gotta stop. Are we gonna stop or what's up? There we go. We stopped. All right. Welcome to this place, Newhall. When is the next time I'm gonna drive the NJ Transit? I don't know if they fixed. Did they fix that route? Last time I played it, it was broken. I've been wanting to run the NJT on the New Jersey Transit route, but last time I played it, it was not working. All right, lock the doors. They're gonna have the older Metro scheme in Train Sim World 5. I personally like this one better. That's my personal preference. But yeah, they're gonna have a variant, a Metrolink, an older Metrolink variation in the new Train Sim World 5. I don't think it's the original, but I think it's an older one, like the white and blue one. Is the controller worth the money? For me, yes, 100% worth the money. I know the reviews are not great on this controller, mainly because it's old and out of date and very clunky and just flimsy, right? But as much as I play train sims, not just Train Sim World, but as much as I play train simulators that support it, it's definitely worth it. Like, for example, you guys know I've been playing Run 8 a lot more lately, and I will not play Run 8 without a controller. I refuse. Like, it just, cause for one, I hate the button layout, like the keyboard layout. I hate the keyboard layout for it. And so I much prefer just to use, I'd rather have an axis. Like, let me control things. Let me do things with my hands. I don't want to press a button to go throttle up, throttle down. I don't want to do that. All right, we can go a little bit faster here. 78 miles an hour. Let's do it. And I wish more games supported it. I understand why they don't. It also, you know, doesn't apply to all types of train sims, right? Like if you run a German train or a UK train, it feels a little weird to use it, but I still use it for those as well. Oh, we got a 50 coming up. And we're doing 70. Oh well, we can hit it. We're not gonna derail. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Next stop, Santa Clarita. Yes, it's all plastic. Everything is plastic on the controller. I have a 39 coming up, so we'll start slowing down. And we're 1 mile away from Santa Clarita. Yeah, like all these siding tracks need crap in them. Like, put some empties over here. I wish. So like I actually, when TSW4 came out, I did actually go on a bit of a adventure learning the TSW Unreal Editor. I tell people now that I slightly know Unreal Engine now because I had to use the editor to learn TSW4's editor. The sad thing is that like there was at the time at release there was like zero documentation on how to use the editor for TSW4. And so, the best way to learn how to use the Unreal Editor for TSW4 is to literally learn how to use Unreal Engine, like the whole thing. So I went and did a bunch of YouTube tutorials and learned how to like make a game, basically. Now I didn't really make a game. I didn't actually go all the way making a game, but I just learned enough to understand how to get around, what button does what, how to do this and do that, and to get familiar with it. And then I jumped into the TSW Editor trying to do some stuff. Now my initial thought, I wasn't trying to make a route, I was not trying to make a train, like I wasn't interested in doing that. All I want to really do is like make scenarios. Kind of like back in Train Sim Classic where you can make scenarios and stuff. That's really all I want to do. I want to make some cool, realistic like scenarios for TSW, specifically for freight. I want to make longer freight trains. It always bothered me that you're like limited at like 50 or 60 car consist or even 100 because I've driven longer ones before. And so that's what I want to do. That's what I want to accomplish with the Unreal Editor for TSW. And so anyways, long story short, I went through that whole adventure, and one of my things that I want to do is I want to put like freight where it should be, like in those sidings we just passed where it's empty. I want to put freight. I wanted to make Barstow Yard actually look like Barstow Yard, where it's like a whole lot of like freight cars ready to get, you know, classified and set out on big trains. And so, but again, long story short, I basically gave up trying to learn it because it was frustrating. Frustrating learning it. I didn't like the way it worked. I didn't like anything about it, so I was like, you know what, I'd rather spend my time on something else than this. So yeah, that was me trying to learn Unreal Editor. Can I send a link to the videos you watch or recommend any channels you want to try to get into route building or timetables? Yeah, we gotta stop here, but yeah. There might actually be more documentation now, you know, a year later. I think there's more documentation now on how to use the specific TSW one, but you do have to learn how to use Unreal Editor kind of first. All right, we'll roll up here to the end of the platform. We'll get stops here at Santa Clarita, track 1. There's only one track. I don't know why it says track 1. I've always liked this station. I've always thought it looked very unique. Alright, we'll stop right there. I hate when I go like, if I push my actual device to full brake, it goes into handle off. I don't like that. Alright, open left side doors. Remind me later to send you that link, maybe after the stream. Hit me up on Discord or something. I can see if I can find it. I don't remember which exact video I found, but there is actually a really good kind of getting started with Unreal Engine video you can find on YouTube for free. recommend you start there. If you ever tried to learn an editor, you would try making a DE/DM. What does that mean? Handle off is the best way to de-ice the brakes in the winter. Didn't know that, Michael K. Huh, that's cool. I wish that was a thing we were simulating. I really do. Like, I love stuff like that. Like, I know it's a small little thing, but like when a simulator goes into that much detail, it makes you appreciate, like, man, you gotta freaking de-ice the brakes. Like, that's freaking stuff. That's dope. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Did you see the guys? Did you see the YouTube video of the guy making an Amtrak P42 for trains to World? I did not see that. Can you share that? I would love to see that video. I have not heard about that. Don't recommend it, but it works in the pinch. Okay, gotcha. Good to know. I'll probably forget, but it is good to know. David, why do you go so slow? Because the speed limit is slow. That's why. Watch your air. Does it tell you when to pull off? Yeah, so I don't think you guys can see it on TikTok, but on YouTube I have the full screen running, and on my top left of my screen I have my current time, the time I'm supposed to be at the station, and the time I'm supposed to leave. All right, so now is the time to leave. Doors are shut. Fell off. Give some power, and next stop is Villa Princesa. We should be there in 5 minutes. 10:47. Time now is 10:42. Alright, rolling out. Let's get a drive-by. On the mountain. Oh, up here would be cool. This would be a nice shot right here. This would be a nice shot right here. Alright, we can do 30 through this section. Chiron, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I know. I'm not doing very good train driving right now. I'm just playing the game. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm playing the game. It's like I want to do it realistically, but like I don't have to. And because I don't have to, sometimes I don't. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, chat? Like when a game forces you to do something the right way, you kind of have to do it the right way, right? And then you do it the right way. Like for example, right now, 70 miles per hour. I'm just gonna throw it a notch 8, right? And I'm just gonna go because I can. In real life, you wouldn't do that, from what I've been told. But because I can, I will. Because I'm impatient, I also will. I don't want to wait for it to speed up. Right, I got you, Chiron. I got you, man. I know. That's what I'm supposed. How about next stop, I do it your way? Yeah, I'll do it your way next stop. We're pretty good on time, so I don't have to rush. I'll see if I can do it the right way-ish on our next stop. Alright, so 7 miles per hour coming up. Next stop, Villa Princesa. Oops, sorry. Let's take a look at the map here. Find out what we're driving through. We should be cutting through the mountains in a little while too. Or did we already pass that part? No, that's up near Palmdale. Yeah. So we just passed. Oh yeah, we got a big turn coming up after Santa Clarita, I think. Yep. Alright, 68. Here comes 70. There's a horn. I'm gonna try. Don't let me forget. What's up, Romette? Welcome to the stream. I never have to honk the horn if I don't want to. Good to know. Alright, so right now we're looking good. 7 miles per hour, doing 64. We're 500. 3 minutes. 1.4 miles away. Are there PTC screens in this cab? No, there's not. None of the American trains on Train World have PTC. Let's see. Coming to a stop here in a little bit. Let's see how we do this. I have a, let's like an approach. Is that approach medium? Advanced approach? I mean, there's multiple ways I could do this. I could put it in dyno. I could hit the dyno brake. Set up for a couple seconds, throw it in there, slow down that way. It's not very effective in this train, I've noticed. Especially at this speed. As God intended. You know, honestly, I think it's best that we don't have PTC. I keep hearing people ask about it, like in like some of the official live streams. I'm like, I don't know. You know, I think it's something we could do. We could do without, because the guys in real life don't necessarily want PTC. Why should we have it? I mean, I know it's like more realistic, but I don't think we want that. All right, we're approaching Via Princesa. It is dead out here. There's nobody. Okay, there's some people there. There's some people there. I got minimum application braking applied right now, and we are going slow enough for the indie brake if we want. So we'll do that. Skirt, skirt. All right. How'd I do? I think I did pretty bad. I don't know. Chiron says yes. Better. All right, I'll take it. I'll take that W. I'll take that. What console does Train Sim World 5 come out on? All of them. Part of learning how to run, we all come in hot. Good to know. Do you guys in real life come in hot too? All right, are we on a hill? We are on a hill. We'll do a hill start this time. So we'll add in a notch of throttle. We'll keep the indies on. We're in forward. Actually, no, we're in neutral. Are we? Yeah, we're in forward. Is it gonna go or what? There we go. Slowly come out of indies. And there we go. Late driving a car in neutral. I mean, a manual car. All right. Next notch. As another industry track on the right. That should not be empty. I don't know what goes there. But I know something should be there. Alright, we can do 55. Used to come in hot all the time, but now it's hard to do. So how does PTC work? Like, I have no clue. Does it know what the signals are coming up ahead? Does it brake for you? Is there like a... I know you guys have alerters. We gotta slow down again, actually. Hold on. We gotta slow down again. Anyway. Speed. Oh, that's gonna be a nasty turn at 45 miles an hour. Yep. Wasn't paying attention. Depends on the train, a Z train or empty coal. A manifest train, rather not try. Gotcha. PTC has a yellow and red line. The closer the yellow gets to the red line, it begins to panic. PTC would have prevented that? Yeah, I'm sure it would have. We do have a safety system on our on the New Jersey Transit and Amtrak line. What's it called, chat? The one on there? I can't remember what it's called. It's not PTC, it's something else. But it's so annoying. Axis. That's what it's called. Axis. I don't drive trains in real life, right? So I can't say if something's realistic or not. But it seems weird in driving the ACS 64 or the Acela out of Boston, and like I feel like I'm always late because the speed limit always slows me down, but it seems like way too early compared to the actual track speed. So, but I do personally like driving with safety systems on in train sims because to me, like the driving of like right now, I haven't driven this route or this train in like a year, so I'm hella rusty. But once you kind of drive it all the time and you get used to it, it kind of gets a little repetitive, and the driving of the train is honestly easy. You know, you start to learn where you should stop and stuff like that. But adding in the safety systems is kind of that variation. I've always kind of liked and accepted that challenge, which is the reason why I like driving the German trains on Train Sim World, because they do simulate all of their safety systems. The CIFA alerter, the LZB, the AFB, all the Bs they got over there. It's very freaking frustrating, as my last stream was. We tried to drive the BR101. Where were we driving? On Austria or somewhere. But once you get it, it's really satisfying, and I kind of like that. But also, sometimes you just want to relax and drive. The Long Island Railroad route that was released not too long ago also came with its own safety systems. I think it was Axis. I can't remember the name of it. But that one also can get pretty frustrating because not only do you have to like follow the safety systems, but also like there's like, I don't know what you call them. There's like these sections of track that you're just supposed to know to slow down at, but there's no signal that tells you that. You just have to know. All right, Vista Canyon coming up next. This is actually a new station. I'm not sure if this station has been finished being built yet. When this route released, this station did not yet exist. This was like the first time seeing it, based on the blueprints. And we'll try to do a semi-realistic stop again. Hopefully we get stopped in time. Yeah, that minimum app does not do much in this train. You went downhill on a 2.2% gradient with 6,000 ton Z train on the head. Dinos died. Oh my god, that's scary. That is scary. That is scary. Alright guys, welcome to Vista Canyon. I will say, they did a really good job on the modeling of this train. Looks good. It does look good, Dutch. Yeah, Arthenia Pendragon. I agree, man. You know, here's the thing. I'm a traveler at heart as well. And so, like, I love seeing more routes around the whole world. I love seeing, like, how it works at different areas. I like seeing the scenery, the kind of virtually visiting those places. I like all that stuff. I also play Derail Valley PW. Haven't played it in about a year as well. Waiting for a big update that they're supposed to be coming out with, but I really like it. I think Derail Valley, in my opinion, still has the best steam train simulation of all trains I've ever played. I'm loving hearing these real world engineer stories over on the TikTok chat. You guys are amazing. Thank you for your service. Oh man, all right guys, that's it for Vista Canyon. We do I think this marks about the halfway point of our run. So you see we started out of LA Union down here at the bottom of our screen, went all the way up through the turn, and now we're at Vista Canyon. Now this is the mountainous part. It's a bit slower, but we'll be zigzagging through the mountains all the way up until we get to Palmdale, and we'll continue up to Lancaster. So go ahead and release the automatic brakes. I forgot to put it in neutral, but that's okay. And we are on a little bit of a hill, so we'll put in a notch throttle, wait for the RPMs to come up, and we'll start releasing the independent brake. And we should start rolling forward. We'll also put it in P2. Go. You started Derail Valley in VR, but now you played in 2D. I'm the same way. Interestingly enough, I'm the same way. The thing that initially attracted me to Derail Valley was the fact that it was in VR, but eventually you kind of like just want to chill and not play in VR, and so that's why I started playing in 2D. I loved it though. Love that game. A lot of fun. I love the fact that you can derail and blow up trains. We already passed Newhall, Kevin. We passed Newhall a while back. We actually were coming away. We're going northbound. We passed Newhall 30 minutes ago. We're going too fast. All right. Nice. I also have the butt kicker going in the background, so you can't hear it or see it, obviously, but I do feel the vibrations of the cab going through my actual seat here in my house. I have the butt kicker strapped to my seat. You took this train from Union to San Diego in 2021 to hike the PCT from Mexico to Canada. Nice. So this, so Metrolink, they run all the way down to San Diego from LA? Makes sense. That'd be cool. Alright, we can do 75 now, so let's do that. Actually 55 in here a little bit. Let's go! Little highway going underneath us. And I'm gonna go to... I love this camera view. Armadar, welcome to the stream. You know, actually, let me ask this question now, since we have you guys here. So, I have this idea that I just want to do like a cab ride. How can I make that happen? Like, who do I talk to? Like, who would I talk to if I just want to go on a cab ride? Like, for the sake of like making a video or whatever. I don't know who would allow that, but like, I think it'd be freaking dope if I could do like a vlog style video. Riding with Metrolink or riding with Amtrak, you know, or UP or whoever. I'm not sure who would even approve that in the US. But you need a cab pass. Oh, that's in the UK. You can get a cab pass in the UK. Okay. I mean, I'd go to UK too. I mean, that's a bit of a trip. I have to plan way ahead of that for that and save up some money to fly out there for that. But I mean, yeah, that'd be cool too. Can you ride trains in Norway? Not in this game. There's no Norwegian train route in this game. Santa Fe has a social contact. I'll look into that. With all the cameras on board, that's probably not going to happen anymore. Oh, that's sad. Well, I mean, I'm not driving the train, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're driving the train. If I'm just, like, in the jump seat, and that's what you guys call it. But if I'm less back here in the seat, you know what I mean? Like, I should use my camera. I mean, how does National Geographic do it? How does Discovery Channel do it? How do they do their video? Like, how do they get approval? Short lines are the best bet in the States. Class 1s and passengers won't let that happen. As a hitchhiker, but that's illegal. Yeah, I've not done any train hopping. I don't have any interest in doing train hopping. Yeah, that scares me. It's a cool idea to hop on a train, just ride it, but like, I'll let you guys do that. Does light rail count? No, light rail does not count. Boston Commuter Rail lets you do it. Really? A pile of money. I'm not trying to pay you a bunch of money. I mean, I'll pay you if I gotta pay, but I don't check the bathrooms when I do my power inspections. Good to know, bankroll. Who knows how many people I've transported? What is that on the left? What's that weird bridge? Oh, it's pipe. That's funny. Hopefully, your owner is not watching. Don't be surprised if, like, whoever your management is like, hey, in the next bulletin, make sure you check the bathrooms and your inspections. I need to contact the operating company and request. I may attempt it. Like, it sounds crazy, to be honest. Like, when I think about the idea of, like, contacting, like, Amtrak or MBTA or Union Pacific, BNSF, whoever, like, the idea in my head, like, I sound crazy already. Just reaching out, say, hey, can I come ride your train for a video? Maybe even Brightline. I feel like Brightline might be, like, they're new. They're trying to market themselves. Maybe Brightline in Florida might be a good one. How often do you guys have unexpected guests on those trains? Freight train in particular. Won't even help you walk a train that dumped in the middle of nowhere. That's hilarious. Who cleans the bathrooms in freight trains? That's gotta be bad. And do you even use them? Or do you just hold it until you get somewhere you can actually go? Brightline. Our next stop is actually 15 miles away at Vincent grade. So it's a bit of a trip this next leg. I'm going to cut through the mountains. You can see the mountains coming up ahead of us. I love the foliage out here. It looks really nice. There's a name for this cactus. I can't remember the name of it. Oh wait, I have a shirt. What is the name of it? Broski, I know it's kind of cheap, but I think it's worth it. I use it all the time. If you use it, this controller's worth it. If you don't use it, then obviously it's not worth it. Alright, speed limit is 34. Yeah. Again, it's a little slower through here, but it's really nice, the scenery. Do I know the new upcoming train SimWorld 5? Of course I do. I'll be playing it when it comes out. Yeah, I agree, Flying High. I would love to see a Brightline DLC for this game. I know it's really new, but I feel like of all of the companies, like you would think Brightline, because they're trying to, you know, extend Brightline throughout the entire U.S. For those who don't know Brightline, Brightline is a new train company. I think it's privately owned, right? I don't think it's government. I could be wrong, but I think it extends from Miami to Orlando or something like that. Dang it, why does it do that? That's annoying. I also noticed that my PCS opens every time I go through a tunnel. Oh wait, no it doesn't. It's just the screen is brighter and it looks like it's open. But yeah, anyways, it's a new company. Yeah, it's a new private company called Brightline. They run passenger service. High-speed passenger service between Miami and Orlando, and you guys are now saying they're trying to extend up to Tampa. Yes, it's called a Joshua tree. I knew that. Those cactuses. And they're looking to extend to other parts of the world because I think there's other places that make sense. You know, different highly populated areas. I could use a train line that goes directly between them. That lighting is wrong. Anyways, I think it'd be a good way for them to advertise their train by putting it into a train simulator. They're also doing LA to Vegas. I think that one's gonna be super Super lucrative, honestly. LA to Vegas, man, that's also gonna be gorgeous. I don't know what track they're gonna use to do that, but that's gonna be a gorgeous drive. I mean, it's new to most of the world, Mother Slug, Brightline. And yeah, it's new to most of the world. You can't stand passenger railroads being held in sidings for hours while they're 3 counties over. Oh, that's because the freight gets priority out here. They're just they don't even own the track they're running on. That's the thing. Mine GTA, it kind of looks like GTA, doesn't it? It really does, actually. Alright, we can go a little faster. Let's try to keep our speed up here in the limits because we don't want to take forever to get to where we're going. We still got 14 miles, and we're expected to. It's going to take us about 30 minutes to get to our next stop. What's up, Bob? Welcome to the stream. We can do 44 at the moment. Oh wait, passenger rail gets priority over freight? I didn't know that. Yeah, that sucks though for freight, because freight it's much harder for freight to stop and go than for passenger to stop and go. Has that changed? Is that law? Is that a new law? Because I thought that passenger had, I thought freight had priority over passenger out here. But again, I don't work in the industry, so I don't know. I don't keep up with all that stuff. You've rotted so much waiting for Amtrak, dang. I bet the Amtrak driver is just looking at you guys like, ha, look at you. Look at you sitting in that siding on your 8-hour trip. It's supposed to be a Virgin Brightline collaboration, but Virgin dropped out and Brightline took over. Oh, that would have been good. That would have been a big deal. Why did Virgin drop out? I guess they didn't think it was worth it. Why don't I see any other trains? Because this is a single track section, and you can't put multiple trains on this going opposite directions. There might be another train behind us, we just can't see it because we're obviously facing forward. There could also be a train ahead of us, but again, we can't see it because of the way the blocks are. It's too far to see it, so that's why we don't see any trains. Love when you're on a hill and a Via has to run around you. Dang. Yeah, that's gotta suck. What buttons do you press to make it go forward and backwards? Well, on the keyboard, it's A and D is forward and backwards. Or more throttle and less throttle, I should say. Speed limit is 35. We're kind of snaking through the mountains right now. We're in this section right now. So we'll be pretty slow. We get a 75 though when we get out of here. So I'm just managing speed right now as we go through. It's been a while since we had a drive-by. Let's get another one. We'll get a far away drive-by and we'll get a close-up one here in a second. Yeah, no problem, Bob. I mean, if I had to choose between planes and trains, I'm gonna always choose planes. But I do enjoy and love, like, both. I have a lot of interest in both industries. But obviously, aviation and planes are my main thing. Alright, there's a 29 coming up. We'll let the we'll let the train slow itself down with gravity there. Clear signal ahead.
We go for that one more time. Action.
What the heck was that? Did y'all hear that? Midnight Maverick says trains were your first love. I would have never guessed that. No way. I know me and you talked when we were last year we were in person about some train stuff, but I never knew that trains were like your first love. That surprises me. Like I've always seen you as an aviation guy, a flight simmer guy. No problem, Bob. I appreciate that, man, so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll catch you later. So I'll ask this question now. This will be my only train sim stream for the week. We'll do another one next week if you guys want. But I want to ask you this. What would you like to see? Matter of fact, I'll do a poll on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, I'll make a poll. Let's do a poll. Which game would you like to see me play for Train Sim next week? You want me to do Train Sim World again, but maybe a different route? We could do Railroader. We did that recently. That was a lot of fun. Or we can do Run 8. What other train options should there be? I have Train Sim World, Railroader, Run 8. Any other suggestions in chat? Before I start the poll. Yep, you were a kid. You would ride your bike to the tracks and watch trains all day go by, and you would collect railroad spikes. It had a train set your grandma built with a smoking volcano. That is sick. That is sick. I think those are good options. All right, I'll go and start the poll with those three. And this is for stream, right? So keep this in mind. It's for a live stream for next week. So the options are, as I said, why can't I start it? Must contain 1 to 35. Oh, all right, there we go. Start poll. All right, poll has been started on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, if you're not, you can go over there and you can vote. But yeah, go ahead and vote. Which train sim would you like to see me live stream next week between Run 8, Railroader, and Train Sim World? Those are your three options. Those are the three train sims that I'm playing the most right now. Obviously, Train Sim World 5 comes out like a few weeks, so I won't get to do that yet. When that does come out, I will play that. So that's not on the list. Flying High says, Train Sim's all you know. What's up, Train Man? Welcome to the stream. No problem at all, Scale Man. So you're asking, this is actually a good question. I love it. Honestly, I kind of like it when people ask this question, because you're just like, hey, what do you do? I'm curious. I've never seen this before. So he was asking, what do you do in this kind of game? And honestly, it's pretty simple. You drive trains from A to B, and sometimes C, sometimes D. In between that, you make stops to pick up passengers. There's speed limits to watch out for, so you don't derail your train. You also don't want to miss stations like I did earlier. And you also want to try to do your best to stop on the right mark. So that's kind of like the challenge part of it, but it's just train sim. The idea is having fun driving the train. All these trains have been fairly realistically built as far as the operation of them. Like all the controls are there. They look like the real thing. There are no fictional trains. There are no fictional routes. This is all one-to-one scale. This is basically us role-playing a day in the life of a Metrolink F-125 train driver. That's the game. For some people, that's interesting. For some people, that's not. And if it's not, you're probably just not into this kind of thing. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Every day.
Thank you so much. What's that name? Sko for the super chat donation over on YouTube. I really appreciate that. Continued support. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate that so much. No, you're not a hater. You're good. Doesn't it get boring? Again, it comes down to, are you interested in that kind of thing? You know. Same thing goes for train sims, trucking sims, forklift sim. You know what I mean? Like if you're not interested enough in anything, it's gonna get boring to you. Like for example, I think I get bored of Call of Duty. It might be crazy to hear that, but yeah, I mean, I used to play Call of Duty all the time. Thank you so much, Josh, for the sub. Welcome to the blue team. 2 honks for you. Thank you, man. I used to play Call of Duty all the time, but now it's repetitive. It's a bunch of tryhards. It pisses me off. It's like, why do I buy this game? It just pisses me off every day. It just frustrates me. So I now prefer to play more, I don't know, tactical, slower paced games. But yeah, it gets boring to me. So if it's boring to you, that's because you're just not interested enough in it, or you just don't know what to do. Maddie Lynn, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Am I excited for Training Simulator 5? Honestly, not that much. I posted a whole video about that. You can go back and watch it. About 15-minute video on why I'm not excited about Training Simulator 5. But I will play it when it comes out, and hopefully I'm proven wrong for the things that I'm not looking forward to. We'll see. What's my opinion on Union Pacific 844? I don't know what that's referring to. But yeah, you're right. Games are subjective. Really wish they'd add a Surfliner route. Where does Surfliner run? And that's Amtrak, right? That is Amtrak. Surfliner, I think. So yeah, it's subjective, right? If you find something like this interesting, or if you find it boring, you know. Oh, we can go faster now. Yay! 45. Not Jade. Let's go. You've been creeping for a while, so I'm happy to finally get to go faster. How can you play that game because you're trying to play on Xbox and it doesn't work? It says the owner needs to sign in. That's weird. I would, you know, go to a forum or something and ask them. I don't know. Sorry, I can't help you. All right, speed up to 45 miles an hour. Doesn't sound like much, but it's not right now. What's my opinion on the Class 444? I don't know what that is.
All aboard!
Honestly. There's so many class numbers, I don't know them all. Thank you, Clearing Fan, for the subscription. Welcome to the blue team. 2 honks for you, my friend. We have a 40 coming up. We'll stay at this speed. And if you look at the map here, you see we're still cutting through the mountains, but we're going to get pretty soon. We'll come out of the really slow part, and we can speed up a bit more. Yeah, the sounds, I think, of all the sounds for all the American routes in Train Sim Road, I think Metrolink has the best ones as far as how they produced them for the game. I think they sound pretty solid. Could they be better? They could always be better, right? But my first reaction to the sounds, I was like, whoa. Are the windows this dirty in real life? Asking for a friend. When will I go to San Diego? I'll go there as soon as they add San Diego to the game. They don't have San Diego in the game right now. The windows are that dirty? Honest A, welcome to the stream. I don't know how much this costs. I don't remember, but it's called the Rail Driver. And you can find it on Amazon. If you look up Rail Driver on Amazon, you should be able to find it, and that'll tell you how much it costs. Alright, we're still going uphill, 2% grade at the moment. So tomorrow, we'll be back in Microsoft Flight Sim. Why do I keep hearing random sounds? Like, I heard a guy say cut. I heard a guy say action earlier. Is that like an Easter egg or something? There is a mission where you record like a movie scene. I have not done that scenario yet, but I don't know why I'm getting those sounds. Bernie, you would rather haul... Uh-oh, it froze. You'd rather haul on a Chicago racetrack. What do you mean? What's that mean, Bernie? Why do you say that? Why am I getting those sounds? That's weird. What's up, James? Welcome to the stream, man. Why are we going so slow? Because the speed limit is slow. Just like Flight Sim, you have to go 250 knots under 10,000 feet. And we happen to be in an area where we can't go faster than 39 knots. So we're doing 34. But it'll speed up a little bit later. Like I said, we're cutting through the mountains. All this section right here of the route is pretty slow. But then when we get to this part, is where we do our max speed, which I think is like 75 or something. I think it says cut to cut off your engine at the moment in action to speed up. What? That's weird. School bus on the left? Kind of random. And a tractor. Yeah, I forgot to do. Ooh, big lockup right there. I forgot to turn on the number board lights. I would go this faster. Can I control a real train from home? I don't see why not, to be honest. Like to be completely honest, if you think about it, I mean, if they can control drones from hundreds of miles away, I don't know why you can't control a train. I feel like it's easier to drive than a drone or a plane. Maybe that's the future of the railroad is hiring trained drone operators, and you stay back at HQ, and then you drive your train. I don't know. Thank you, Dean. I appreciate it, man. That would be a dope job. Like you have like a camera. You know what I mean? What was I watching? I was watching some video. What was I watching? I was watching a video about the guys who do the refueling, like the air-to-air refueling tankers, how they train. Like they have like a whole simulator back at HQ or whatever, right? I can speed up, where they can actually do at this massive screen, just like they do in real life, and they sit there and they actually control the boom and stuff. Dr. Barra, you're gonna get timed out if you keep all caps in with emojis, my friend. You got one more time. You're gonna get the big boot. Bigger than Louisiana. But yeah, it was cool. It was cool, and I saw also, like, if they can learn by computer like that, like you could do that from home. How much longer till we get to our destination? We are less than 10 minutes.
Every day.
I enjoy watching your content.
Thank you, Dean. I appreciate this so much, man. Thank you for the super chat. And thank you for that support for the channel, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. BJ, welcome to the stream as well. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, to answer your question about how long, we're less than 10 minutes away from Vincent Grade Acton. That's our next stop. And then after that, I would say maybe another 20 minutes. This route in total is about 2 hours long. So we're probably about 30 minutes away. About 30 minutes away from actually getting there. And guess what? Somebody just got the boot. But anyways, yeah, we do 47. We have 59 coming up. So from here on out, we're gonna get the speed up a bit more, little by little. What happens if you go faster than the speed limit? It's honestly, it's a little underwhelming in this particular game. A little underwhelming in this game. If I go over the speed limit, we'll just go faster, and it'll look a bit more aggressive. You'll see, like, you see how the cab is kind of bouncing and whatnot. it'll do that a lot more aggressively. We're going too fast, and we're technically should be derailing already, but sadly this game doesn't have very good derailing. I should say. I don't know why, but it just doesn't. And so we'll come off the track eventually. If we hit the curve fast enough, we will come off the track, and then it'll be a big black screen that says you failed the scenario, you derailed. But we don't actually get to see the derail much. We might see the train come off the track a little bit, and then it really quickly goes to like a black screen. So it's not even fun to derail in Train Sim World because it doesn't do it entertainingly. If you want to derail in a game, if that's something you want to do, you want to derail trains, you should play a game called Derail Valley. The most satisfying game to derail in. It's also pretty challenging because even if you don't want to derail, there's always the risk of derailing, just like in real life. Because if you don't manage, like if you don't, like you get punished for not doing the speed limit. Like right now, the speed limit is 59. If I were to do 70, I'll be fine. That's really not a big deal. I mean, I won't get as many points at the end of the scenario or the service. But as I said at the beginning of the stream, personally, I could care less about points. Points mean nothing to me in this game. Achievements mean nothing to me. I'm not an achievement hunter, so the points don't matter to me. It's not even multiplayer, so like, what bragging rights? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter. But my point is, let me land the plane. My point is that if I overspeed, then I just overspeed. I just get there faster. That's really the only thing. There's no punishment for doing that. In Derail Valley, if you go faster than what you should at that particular point, the punishment is you will derail. and you'll crash, and because there's also an economy system in that game too, it also hurts you financially to crash the train, unless you play sandbox mode where you can just kind of do whatever you want. You can blow up trains, stuff like that. So yeah. What's up, Joshua? No, it's a YouTube thing, don't worry about it. KJ, what's the name of this game? This game is called Train Sim World. You should see it on the screen. Train Sim World 4, and you do not have to buy trains within the game. When you get the game, you get all the trains you have access to. If you want additional trains, you can buy them from the DLC, from the store, and add those trains to your game. But there's not like a progression system where you have to run a certain amount of routes and you unlock trains or earn money to buy trains. It's more like the trains that you get are the trains that you own, and you buy them with your real money. Did I know that Philadelphia is the only city in America to use all 3 rail line systems? Subway, mainline, or street, as well as an L line, level lines overhead rail. Did not know that. I did not know that. That's cool. Alright, we are going slow. We can go 54 now. I've gotten so used to going slow, I'm just like keeping my speed in the 30s. So we'll go full throttle. We are 3 miles away, and we'll see what the time looks like. We need to be there in 3 minutes, so we'll see how we did as far as managing our speed. I think we're gonna be late. User, this is it's a 2-hour drive in total between LA and Lancaster. And we should be, I would say, maybe 15-20 minutes away right now from the end, maybe less. What's up, Wade, Montana? Welcome to the stream. Fizzy Apps, welcome aboard. Good to see you. How much does a game cost? I'm not sure, but you can get it on Steam. I would say do not buy this game right now. There's a new version coming out in a few weeks, so wait for the new version. You can pre-order it, the new version, if you want. It's called Train Sim World 5. I don't know the exact prices, but you can find it on Steam, Xbox, PlayStation Store, all that stuff like that. Alright, we do have a yellow coming up, what to watch out for, but we can stay our speed up. We're still climbing. It's mostly uphill this whole way. hear the engine working. Vibrating my seat. Yeah, I like the foliage out here. I've always liked the foliage. There's a yellow right there. Alright, we'll be going straight through this, I think. Yellow on yellow. What's that mean, chat? You see, look at my cheat sheet here. Yellow on top of yellow is approach diverging. It means that our next signal will be diverging. We do not have to slow down, though, I don't think, after that signal. But we do have to think about slowing down for the station coming up in 1.3 miles. Where do I get Run 8? You can get it from run8studios.com. If you've seen my Run 8 video, I do have a link in the description of all my Run 8 videos of where to get Run 8. So you can either Google Run 8, you can find us the website, or you can go to run8studios.com. It's like a big all black website, and that's where you can get it from. Brian, welcome to the stream. Thanks for asking, man. You're the first to ask, actually, today. So salute to you two honks. He says, how's your day going? It's going pretty good, man. Can't complain, man. Too blessed to be stressed, you feel me? We're just hanging out, driving some trains out here, out of LA, from LA to Lancaster, California. 0.7 away from our next stop. We've traveled about 15 miles from our last stop. It was a bit of a stretch. Had to get it slowed down through the Antelope Valley. And I think right after this signal, we should be seeing Vincent Grade, our next station, to drop off our passengers. What's up, Claw Zord? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Can you get it on the laptop, or will it be glitchy? It should work on a laptop. Yeah, it should work on a laptop. I don't see why not. As long as you have a nice, you know, a good laptop. Like if it's a good gaming laptop or pretty strong game, it'll work. Keep this in mind. It can be a little taxing on your system, depending on your system. On mine, I have a 4090, so I don't have any issues with performance. But if you're running on a low-end laptop, I would definitely worry. Yeah, all right, coming into a stop here. We'll start adding in some initial braking. There's a station. Got a little a fence in between. Throw the bell on. What's up, Oliver? Welcome to the stream, man. I saw your chat earlier. I did honk already. I honked already for you. Alright, here we come. There'll only be a few stops left for us today on our shift. And right there should be good. Alright, there it is. Open the right side doors and welcome aboard and welcome to Vincent Grade. Yeah, so if Fizzy says that Train World works on his laptop, that's good. Passengers getting on. We're not gonna wait too. Oh wait, where are you guys walking from? This is an interesting little station. All right, lock the doors. We're out of here. Will it work on a Mac? That's a good question. That is a really good question. I actually don't know. I would check. If you don't already have it, I would get Steam on your MacBook, and usually on Mac, when you go to Steam, it'll tell you if a game is compatible on Mac as well. And I just don't know. I've actually not even thought about it. I hope so. I used to be a Mac person. I'm still an Apple person, but when I got deeper into gaming and PC gaming, all the games that I want to play were like mainly on PC, so I kind of was forced to get a PC rather than a MacBook. Alright, we can do 49. Next stop is Palmdale. But yeah, I would look there and see if it says Mac compatible or not. If not, you could always, you know, do the whole thing with a Mac where you can load up Windows and a Mac and play, but you don't want to do all that. All right, getting up to speed. Thank you, Mr. Love from Bangladesh. Thank you so much. Come out the throttle, let it coast, and go for a drive back. So the suspension update, for those who are, you know, been in the training sim community a while, you know that there's a big suspension update recently. I don't know that it's a big update. It didn't seem big to me. But anyways, that update came out like a version ago, and sadly, this train I don't believe was on the list of trains that got the suspension update. So what you're seeing right now is kind of like the normal suspension that all the trains had before that update came out. It was kind of sad to see that they didn't have like any American trains at all on the list for the suspension update when they dropped it. It's kind of sad about that, because they've been talking about this since the beginning when Train Sim World 4 came out. When Train Sim World 4 first came out, like that was kind of like one of the big kind of key features that it was supposed to have was suspension. And it's crazy that it took them the life of the game to actually implement it at all. I guess it took longer than they expected. Alright, we're back in speed now, going downhill. But yeah, when they finally released a suspension update, and they released a list of all the trains that were on that got the update, all of them were like, you know, UK trains and German trains, but not a single American train in that list. I was like, wow. Simbit World is in the chat. What is going on, man? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Long time no see, bro. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing real well. Hope you're doing well. You should definitely catch up sometime. And in case you're wondering, since you're here, I couldn't help but think about it. But yes, the Simbit World, a pilot's life flight sim series, is still continuing. I don't honestly have any stop in mind. Like, videos are not coming out as frequent as like a week every week, but I'm doing them as often as I can with everything else that I'm juggling. But definitely continue with our new airline, United Airlines. With other Gerard from South Africa, welcome aboard, man. Good to see you. What is the game mode called when the train rolls up and then you get inside, just like the crew change in TSW? It's just called spawn on foot. That's all. It's not a separate game mode. It's just kind of like what I just like to do. I kind of like the simulating the crew change thing, where like you don't spawn in the train in the cockpit with the train ready to go. You spawn like at the station, maybe before the train shows up, or the train might already be there. Like today, the train was already there for us. We just walk up to the train and we do the crew change. We take over the train and we drive it on the next, you know, leg of its journey. So I like that. That's kind of like my style. I like doing that. It is, I don't know, it's cool to me. But yeah, to do that, the way that I do it is first I'll pick a scenario. Oh, hold on, we can go faster. We can go much faster. We can go 79. First, I'll pick a service, right, on the timetable list, the regular timetable list. So, for example, this one started at 9:49, almost an hour ago, like almost 2 hours ago, actually. This one started at 9:49, and what I did is I went and I spawned on foot at the departure station at like 9:40. I think it's actually 9:39. Basically, like 5 minutes earlier or 10 minutes earlier, however early you want to do it. I'll spawn earlier than the actual services. I'll go and find the train on the particular track it's supposed to be on. And then I'll hop on the train and I'll go. That's what I do. And that's what you see me do for a lot of my streams and for a lot of my videos. Alright, another approach sign there, flashing yellow over red. That means diverging advanced approach. So, we will need to slow down here a little bit. Since we're going downhill, we'll go into dynamic brakes. Sounds good, Simbit. I'll do that, man. I'll do that. Can I do New Jersey Transit? Not today, man, but I'll keep that in mind for next time. Matter of fact, how's our poll going for our next live stream? So, wow, you guys are voting Train Sim World. Wow, we're going fast. So somebody was asking me earlier, what happens if you speed? This is what happens. Nothing. So we're doing 80. We're trying to slow down. The speed limit through there was 55. There's no point of slowing down anymore now because we have a 79 coming up, so might as well just stay at speed. I'm gonna let it keep going because I missed that speed reduction up there. But yeah, if your speed, nothing happens. You just get less points at the end of the day. It docks you points, but again, I don't care about points. But I do for the most part. And we have a diverging right here. Yeah, we're gonna cut to the. Oh no, straight. Yeah, straight. I do like to personally try to do the realistic speeds as much as I can. We're still speeding. Can you play as a conductor in this game? Not in this version. In Train Sim World 5, that's coming out next month, there will be a conductor mode where basically any service on the timetable you can run as a conductor. So that's coming up. Next stop, Palmdale track in 1 mile. Let's hop on those brakes. We're going real fast. Yeah, the poll right now is 64% Train Sim World for next week. 9% Railroader and 27% Rent 8. So if you want something different to happen in my next Train Sim stream, then make sure you vote on the poll on YouTube. But right now it's very largely pointed to Train Sim World. So if that be the case, then what route would you want me to run next week? Oh, stop. I don't know if we're gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. We're doing 50 still. God. And we have a red after. Oh no. No. You better stop. You better stop. Stop! Stop the train! Stop the train! That's some BS. That's some BS. Is there a checkpoint? What's the checkpoint? How far back does it set us? Oh, that pisses me off so much. Where are we at? What is this place? Okay. Alright, that's not too far back. That's not too bad. That was not supposed to happen today. To reset my stuff. Hold on. Alright, let's go. Thank you, Simbit. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for checking out the Run 8 videos as well. So I noticed two things here on loading at last checkpoint. One, my train wasn't set up. Well, it was partially set up. My brakes weren't set up. Two, my weather changed. It loading from a checkpoint changed my weather. How far is that? That's not that bad. This is a pretty quick part too, so at least we don't have to start all the way over. I do too, Fizzy. I hate that so much. Like, I wish there was some other penalty for running red lights rather than just killing your entire scenario. Like, give me a number to call. You know what I mean? Like, deduct me some points. I don't know. Like, do anything but end the entire scenario. Marcus, for you, welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're doing well. How much is the controller? I honestly don't know. It's on Amazon. It's called the Rail Driver, so you can look it up. And when you come back, let me know how much it is. I bought this years ago. So it's not as cheap as some people think it should be, and that's fine. But I've been using it non-stop for the past however many years, so I've definitely got my money's worth. So for me, it is worth it. All right, we're still going downhill though. Max dynamic brakes, trying to keep it slowed down. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Legally Blind design. You just bought Train Sim World, and now a new one's coming out. I feel your pain. I gotcha. I'm the only YouTuber that blows horns at crossings? Really? Like, how's that possible? Am I the only American YouTuber you watch? Because in other countries, they don't even use the horn or the lights. If you're talking about like the guys who do UK routes, German routes, stuff like that, then yeah, of course they don't use the horns because they don't do that where they're from. What happens in real life when you blow through a red signal? You probably get fired. I don't actually know. Anybody? Actually, I want to know the answer to that myself. Any real-world engineers in chat, we're calling you. If you have, I know we had some in here earlier. But if you run through a red light, what is the penalty for that in real life? Do you just immediately get taken off? Like, what happens? Like, because I know that the dispatchers notice it. There's like they know when you do it, but like, what's the penalty? You get decertified by the FRA. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. But do they drag you off the train immediately, or like when do you get that? When do you get that talk? How soon does that happen? You get ridden up and docked pay for some railroads. The Rail Driver was released in 2003. Holy crap. When you come to your next stop or dispatch. Oh wow, so in Denver, for commuter rail, if you run a red light, you get immediately terminated. Gotcha. I remember I ran a red light on Run 8 like a couple weeks ago. I was so embarrassed because this is what happened. This is the story. So I'm on the A line over it. I'm actually like in Georgia somewhere driving CSX, 10,000 foot long CSX train in Georgia on Run 8, and I'm planning on stopping. Right. I'm planning on stopping. I'm about to like do a crew change. I'm done for the day. And I go into a siding, but I misjudged my stopping distance. And I think I rolled through the siding. So there's a, like, the side at the end of the siding is a red light. Let me paint the picture. At the end of the siding is a red light. I'm going into the siding. This is all single track, by the way. It's all single track section, just like where we're at right now here on Antelope Valley. So I'm going into a siding with the intention of stopping there. There's a red light at the end of the siding, and then the switch at the end of the siding is also not in my favor either. And so when I get to the end, I misjudged my stopping distance because we're going downhill. I think we were going downhill, and I was a really long, heavy train. And I rolled through the siding, through the switch and through the red signal, I think by a whole car length, I want to say. It wasn't that far, right? It was like a whole car length. Either way, in Run 8, on the track map, there's a little, like, all the little track, the blocks have colors. If it's green, that means it's clear, right? If it's red, that means it's occupied. If it's pink, that means there's like somebody in a dark siding or something like that. And then if it's gray, it just means that it's, you know, there's nothing going on there. And so I rode through it, and on Run 8, like I was saying, it showed up as like, I think it was red. It was red, but like the signal, like it has this message that pops up like, "Hey, you dummy, you ran a red light." It was embarrassing because the whole server sees that. The whole server sees when somebody runs a red light. Like, "Oh, look, this dummy ran a red light." And so it's more of just embarrassment. You don't get really penalized. Obviously, like if you're on a multiplayer server and you're being stupid and they see that, they'll probably kick you. But yeah. I just don't think it should just end the whole scenario when you're in a red light. Like, let me, like, if there's a train there, let me hit the train. Or so, you know what I mean? It's a game. The freaking game. All right, we're going downhill. We can go 79 miles an hour. We're going up to Palmdale again, 3.3 miles away. We only have 2 more stops, including Palmdale. So we're almost there. We're expected to be in Lancaster by 11:51. That is 10 minutes from now. So we have 10 minutes left in our shift today. Yeah, so just remember I just did this and I forgot to slow down again. It says BNSF, the PTC dumps the error, you get pulled to investigation. The railroad company and the FRA determine your fate. Gotcha. Never really thought about that. Like, what do they do when you like run a red light, right? I guess like I'm sure there could be maybe some cases where you don't completely get fired, right? Like, couldn't there be a case like where like maybe just there's nothing you could do? Maybe it's snowy or icy, or which I know you're supposed to already, you know, be trained for that scenario. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's a scenario where it's okay to run it by accident. Oh my god, and we're going way too fast. Way too fast. I appreciate that, Dan. Thank you so much. That's very encouraging. Alright, we are 1.5 miles out, and the tricky thing about this particular stop is that we're coming off of a 79 mile per hour speed limit. We're going downhill. I'm already maxed in the dynamic brake, but we're barely slowing down. I have a little bit of air in there. I have minimum braking, which is only giving me very little air. And we're 1 mile out. We're already trying to slow down. Train driving is easy. Truck driving is more hard. Ooh, that's a comparison I never thought about. What's harder, driving trucks or driving trains? Yeah, probably a truck. Like, trucks put you in a lot of very weird situations. I would have to say driving a truck might be a little harder. Depends though. If you say a freight train, like a heavy freight train, in particular weather conditions, a freight train might be harder. But yeah, I think more consistently driving a truck might be a little harder. I could be wrong about that though. I don't know. Yeah, I think we have 1 stop to go, guys, before I end the poll. And right now, we have 63% of you guys want us to do Train Sim World again in our next Train Sim stream. 30% of you guys want to do Run 8. So if we can get another 30% of y'all to vote Run 8, we might do Run 8. Otherwise, we're doing Train Sim World next week. We have 2 stops for you guys to put your votes in. We're 2 minutes late. And we're just letting it roll in. So I was being very careful this time. We overran it this last time, so this time I'm just gonna be extra careful. Extra careful. Yeah, if we do Train Sim World next week, which route would you like to see? Don't stop yet. Don't stop yet. Don't stop yet. Don't stop yet. Long Island Railroad. Yeah, I want to stay in the States. You want to do a American route? You want me to go somewhere else? You want to do Newark, New Jersey? We could do Boston. I don't think I want to do freight. It's gonna be passenger for sure. I don't think I want to do freight. Oh crap! I think I closed the doors on accident. If we do freight, it'll be Run 8. I'm not doing freight and Train Sim World. Not until they make it better. Alright, just a few more seconds. We'll roll out of here and head to our final stop, Lancaster. Alright, time's up. If you're not on the train, you're not getting on the train. You have to catch the next one. We still have a red ahead, so there might be traffic coming. Oh, never mind. It's just a time thing, I guess. Alright, let's go. think my favorite, I've actually been considering doing a trucking stream too. I haven't done one in a while, and I've been wanting to do one. My favorite type of trucking is the off-road, more like in the boonies style trucking, like driving down tight dirt roads, mud roads, you know, stuff like that. So I like finding those locations on Train Sim, not Train Sim, on American Truck Sim. They're kind of hard to find. I don't know where all of them are. You close the door on all of them. Do something scenic. Okay. Scenic. Do we have a scenic passenger route in America? The most scenic route I can think of is the one we have up in, where is that at? What's that one I really like? It's like in Switzerland or Austria? I can't remember. It's that really nice snowy mountain route. It's a red train, it's an electric train. It's a fairly short route too. It's on a mountain. It's like probably the most beautiful route they have right now on Train Sim World. I can't remember the name of it. Alright guys, one last stop for our shift today. We're heading to Lancaster, California. It is 6 miles away, and we're supposed to be there in 4 minutes. Been a good drive though. I've enjoyed it. I really have. Thank you guys so much for riding along with me, keeping me company. Sometimes I'll admit, sometimes doing these longer drives on my own, you know, like off stream, are kind of tough because like it kind of gets so long and it's so drawn out. So it's nice to have somebody to talk to while I'm driving and ask questions and help and things like that. So it's pretty cool. That's why I like, you know, doing multiplayer in some train sims, because it gives you kind of somebody to entertain you along the way. I think it might be the Swiss Alps. Yeah, it might be the Swiss Alps that I was talking about. Well, so JJ, you can get this rail driver, is what it's called, the rail driver from Amazon. There might be a link on my TikTok page on there for my train sim setup. Or you can just go to Amazon yourself. If you're on YouTube, though, there is a link in the description for those who are wondering what this controller is. But head to our last stop. So this line on the right, you'll see some freight coming in and out on this line. This one continues north. Let me see where it goes on the map. That continues up to Mojave. Oh, I've actually driven this part on Run 8 before, because this section of track is actually on Run 8. It goes all the way down to Palmdale, and then it switches over to the Palmdale cutoff and all that. I think it does cut down to the San Fernando line, I think. Can't remember. It's a little different on Run 8. It's a different track. But this continues up to the Mojave subdivision. And from there you can go either east to Barstow or west to Bakersfield. The rest of California. Is the Amtrak California Zephyr on any of the Sims? I don't think so. It might be on Train Sim Classic. I'm not that caught up with all the routes available on Train Sim Classic. There's so many of them. But it might, if it's on any route, it's probably on that one. It also could be on, I think, what's that other game called Trains with a Z? They might have it too. Yeah, I agree. Run 8 definitely needs a massive, like in all caps, it needs a massive graphics overhaul. I don't know if they ever will. If they do, though, they're going to give Train Sim World a run for their money, at least in the American market. I just don't know that they have the manpower to do it, or even the know-how, or even the interest in doing it. I don't know. But I would honestly, Run 8 is like my ideal train sim. It's just ugly as heck. Like I love, like, and they even have a little bit of passenger services on there too. It's just, again, ugly as heck. And so, like, if they upgraded it graphically, like, they could actually be competition with the big boys. Yeah, so we didn't talk much about VR earlier. I know we asked a little bit earlier, like who's gonna play Train Sim World in VR after the announcement. I am curious how many of you guys are interested or planning on playing VR in Train Sim. Sadly, I will not be, because it's only gonna be on the Quest, and I don't have a Quest, and I never will. I have no plans on ever getting one. Not even for Train Sim World, but hopefully, you know, one day we'll still get VR, just kind of like wider VR for all VR headsets on the core Train Sim. And in that case, yes, I agree. I think running Train Sim World with the Pimax Crystal would be amazing. All right, we are just about a mile away. I'm gonna add a little bit of breakage. Renee controls are a little messed up. Yeah, Luke, if you missed that news, yeah, so Train Sim World VR is coming, except is 2 issues. Train Sim World VR is going to be only on the Quest, which is a good thing if you have a Quest. And also, it's only going to be I think it's a Long Island Railroad route. I can't remember which one. It's like New York. It's one of the New York routes. It's going to be on that. So it's, the only location is that. It's a whole new game, by the way, and it's only going to be there. So that's kind of the downside of Train Sim World VR. It's only going to be in New York, and it's only on the Quest. But no, somebody was saying the Run 8 controls a little messed up. So that's why I was telling somebody earlier. They were like, hey, you know, do you like the rail driver? Is it worth it? Blah, blah, blah. And I was saying for me, it is worth it, because like for Run 8, the game, for example, I refuse to play that with my keyboard and mouse, because I agree with you. I think the controls are jacked up. I think the controls are horrible.
All aboard!
The way they are by default. They don't make any sense to me. At zero. Like even SimRail controls make 0 sense to me at all. And if it supported the rail driver, I would 100% drive SimRail with the controller. I should have put that on the poll as well for what Train Sim to play. I forgot about that game. But yeah. All right, here we go. Coming to our final stop. Don't want to screw this up. If we do, the worst that can happen is we bounce off the buffers. But we'll try to do our best to get a good stop here. And there we go. So guys, welcome to Lancaster as our final stop. Get off my train. Get off of my train. So yes, let's see what the poll was looking like. I think I already know who won. Yep, so the winner is going to be Train Sim World. So we'll be back on Train Sim World again next week. Next week. Probably next Wednesday, most likely. So just let me know what routes you'd like to see me run. You can either type it in the chat right now, or you can drop it in the comment of the video after the video is over, or this live stream is over. But yeah, we could do anything. I have all the routes, so whatever you guys want to see. We could do American, we could do German, we could do UK, we could do Switzerland, Austrian. And if I don't get, honestly, I'm really thinking about doing Long Island Railroad. I haven't done that in a while, and I really enjoyed that route. I remember really enjoying that route. So I need to do some practice on it, because the safety systems are a little tricky on it. But once I get that down, I would honestly enjoy running that. All right, there we go. There's our final performance breakdown and report. Again, we got some points and stuff. Don't really care too much about that, but where is the button to get? Oh, continue. And I'll go back to free roam. And I'm just gonna hop out. And actually, I guess we could clean things up here real quick. So we'll put the reverser into neutral. Make sure our throttle is off. Independent brake, we'll leave that on. That, we'll put a little bit of air in there, why not? We'll turn the headlights off. This is gonna be the back of the train from now on. And we will remove the reverser. And I don't know why, but whatever reason, the gen feels off. So we'll turn it off too. We'll hop out. There we go. And I guess we'll get some lunch out here in Lancaster before we return back. The next service starts in 10 minutes. So if you wanted to, if I wanted to, we could run this exact same run back in reverse from the opposite side, from the cab car side. But I'm not going to do that today. You guys are saying, do Amtrak from New York City to Niagara Falls. I wish I could do that. That's not in the game. Sam MBTA says do MBTA. That could be a good option. I haven't run that in a long time either. I have not run that in a long time. You will not roll back. It's considered a SPAD. What's a SPAD? Tie-day. What I could do also is I could just hop inside and just ride the train back. Go to the top side, go upstairs. And we'll see. Right, I want a good window seat. We're all taken. Man, there's a lot of people in this train. Ma'am, can I sit here? All right, cool. All right, sweet. Anyways, chat, let me know you're watching from real quick so we can say our goodbyes. Thank you guys again so much for riding along with me, keeping me company. This has been fun. This has been good. Looking forward to our next one. And we'll see. I'll decide between now and then what route we run. We'll probably do something American again and show the America some love. There's not a lot of American Train Sim World streamers out there, so to show you guys some love, I might do another American route, either Long Island Railroad, the most recent one they dropped, or maybe we'll go do NJT. I have to test it, make sure that's still working, the NJT route, or maybe we'll do Amtrak. I wouldn't mind doing some Amtrak. That'd be pretty fun. Yeah, America Power. Nicholas representing Albuquerque, New Mexico. Woo woo. Good to see you, man. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate you so much. Arthenia from West Virginia. Thanks for coming through. Sam MBTA. Danny Railfan. Dutch Vanderland. Thank you, man, for coming out. Ty Day. Welcome to the stream, man. Thank you so much for hanging out for this. Gabrielle Silverman. Thank you as well for riding along. Actually, MBTA. I'll keep that in mind. I've been hearing a lot of people asking for MBTA. And I do know we are getting an MBTA route coming from Boston soon-ish. Not sure exactly when that's coming, but it will be coming. So it might be nice to kind of do that, just to kind of get ready for that, get excited for that. But Greg Feaster, thank you as well, guys. That's it for me. Until next time, remember, you have 3 choices: give up, give in, or give it all. You got peace, love, and God bless you. I will see you guys next time, next video. We are all the way out. See ya. Sheesh.